What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host, as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? Before we get started with today's comments, I must do what I always do anytime you see me in front of the screen. And that's thank you guys for the likes, comments, shares, most importantly, those subscriptions. So whether you be a day one fan, somebody who just started rocking with the channel today, man, I greatly appreciate you. And if you're loving what I got going on my YouTube and you want to see more of me, easy money, man. Follow you right back. So let's build this thing up together. So check me out on Twitter, Mr. Temp Check. Hit me up on Instagram, Mr. Check the Temperature, man. Hey, but tonight I got a goodie, man. I'm super excited for the opportunity to be talking to ARP, man. For me, he's definitely one of the most respected league owners throughout. No matter, you know what I'm saying, no matter where you go, no matter who you are, make sure you're sharing the broadcast, man. Make sure you subscribing to the channel. I appreciate y'all support. But no, man, you know what I'm saying? ARP is someone who I look up to definitely when it comes to the business. When we're talking the business of battle rap, he is a man that I think has high integrity, who has continued to show a high landing point of integrity and has really being able to be the flag bearer for RBE, man. This man is a mogul. This man is, again, he's a visionary. If you think about some of the battles that he's been able to put together, the historic battles he's been able to put together, he is a visionary. Article just named him the most dangerous man in battle rap. And so we're going to get into that, man. We definitely going to get into that. But without any further ado, man, let me just let him bring in himself, man. ARP, what's good, my brother? How you doing, bro?
Mr. Temp, salute, homie. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate the support and all that. You said the word mogul. I wish I deserved that word. Because if I did, I'd be like some super rich millionaire, something like that, up in the hills or something. I wish I could reach mogul status, but thank you for the humble intro, my man. I really appreciate that. What's good, homie?
You know, not a whole lot. I know you crunch for time, but out of respect for this current topic, I really just want to do a moment of silence for Mr. Dante Wright, a young man out of Minneapolis who was just murdered by Minneapolis Police Department a couple of days ago. So we can just have a moment of silence. Everyone prayers up to his family, man, and George Floyd and everyone else has just been killed and just laid down by police brutality. All right, thank y'all for that. I definitely appreciate it, man. I definitely
rest in peace, and prayers up to all lost in that struggle, ongoing systemic issue that our society and our country is dealing with. And I think we're getting around that corner piece by piece, but we've been so behind the curve in that effort. You know, at least the impact is gaining reach now through social media, through platforms such as yours, trying to continue to shed light on it. Outspoken people with big voices, big companies trying to make statements. You know, you can watch something like the NBA now and see, you know, Black Lives Matter on the court. You know, it's sometimes it feels late. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what we've been going through as a people for so long, but I think we're starting to turn the curve a little bit to the point where at least it has the eyes on it, where we're able to have a voice and an impact on such a huge issue. But as you see with that rest in peace that you had to just drop, it's still a fight and battle. So rest in peace and definitely condolences.
No, absolutely. Like you said, man, we definitely making some strides, but we got a long way to go, man. We about 400 plus years behind, in my personal perspective.
Exactly. Real talk. Pardon the tea, man. I'm still trying to get my voice back from the Max Out event, like, because I'm still having so many conversations. I'm still interacting with people, doing interviews, my personal life. So I haven't been able to really sit back and just chill for a couple of days. My voice is still fucked up.
Well, but, do you believe?
They dragging me for that out there, man. They dragging me. I saw a cartoon today. Shout out to the homie that made it. You know what I'm saying? When it's a self-inflicted wound, you gotta take it on the chin. When it's a self-inflicted wound, you gotta be a good sport. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take mine on the chin. It's all good.
But people don't understand how hard it is to entertain people, entertain a crowd, man. The ad libs, man, it's an art form to that. It is an art form to that.
I have a couple. I just didn't, any of the ad libs that I've used while hosting, I didn't run them out so much. You know, we did they come to the ruck of the ball. We did the closure shit. We did one when our very first event. Some will fuck with us now, some will fuck with us later, but we ain't going nowhere. That was our very first one. You got to really remember from day one to catch on to that one. But, you know, fast forward, do you believe? It was just all the narratives plus the name of the venue. And, you know, I just said it too much. That's all. Yeah, I should have sprinkled it in once or twice here and there. We would have been good. You know what I'm saying? But I said it too much. So, you know, I'll take that one on the chin with y'all. It's all good.
Hey, I'm never gonna be mad at the enthusiasm, though. I'm never gonna be mad at the enthusiasm.
It came from a good place.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, man, again, I know we only got you for a couple moments, but let's get right off into a couple topics I wanted to touch on. Today, an article came out. The most dangerous man in battle rap. When you hear that title, what does that mean to you?
I don't like to have titles or stigmas on me that incite negativity. I know where that's inspired from. I think we all know where it's inspired from. It's inspired from, I guess, some of my thought process and some of my calculated moments or conversations or maybe even blogs. But overall, I think people that know me in this culture know that I never bask in anything that's negative. I might entertain some fuck shit here and there because, you know, this is the type of environment that we're in. It's a very ignorant environment. I get ignorant just like the next person. I always say I'm not perfect. It's a very unprofessional environment at times, and I'm not 100% professional neither. Even me getting on this interview, supposedly as a spokesperson of RBE, you're still going to hear me curse. You might see me act out, you know, a little bit or whatever, because I'm human, and that's our environment. You know, battle rap, unfortunately, isn't the most, you know, professional space. I think there's room for us to bring it to that level, but I still try to sheer away from those type of connotations because I think that being stamped like that comes with some type of, perception, like that's what he wants, so that's what he's about. Because people will forget 11 months out of the year when you're sitting there being positive and, you know, trying to put out great energy to people and everything. But then when you have a moment like that, then all of a sudden that becomes, I mean, like, oh, because that's fresh in everybody's mind. Everybody knows the controversy sticks out the most. So I understand where articles like that are inspired from, and, you know, from a supportive standpoint, salute, and I appreciate it. But I think everybody knows what I'm about, and I'm not walking around trying to say that, you know, this is what I do or this. I mean, like, everybody knows me. So
absolutely. And you know, if it was me and I was titling it, I would say the most methodical person in battle rap. Above the rappers, above, you know what I'm saying, other league owners. I like the way you've moved since I've become an analyst. I've really paid attention to how you've marketed. I you know, I had the opportunity to follow the Cassidy and Hitman, you know what I'm saying, the whole rollout from beginning to the end, to even having the interview with Hitman last week. And shout out to him for that amazing opportunity.
Shout out to Holla, shout out to Cash, shout out to everybody on the card and everybody that was a part of Max Out. Real talk.
No, that's a fact. And I even remember when you were dropping like bits and pieces of different promos, different interviews, but then another league dropped an entire card, and there was a lot of pressure on you to respond to that. But I remember you kept everything close to the chest, and you played it very, very methodically. Can you just speak upon just how tough it is to not react and to maintain just that mental,
yeah. I mean, all of us got a little bit of a, you know, an ego at times, just like the next man, just like the next woman. We prideful people, just like the next man, just like the next woman. But, you know, sometimes you got to have enough thick skin to stay your course. And, you know, it's really a cool thing for RBE at times to see at times where it's like people will make moves based on you and not the other way around. And we're supposed to be, you know, the small guys, you know what I mean? And we see that a lot in battle rap, you know what I'm saying, over the course of the years, where we tend to indirectly dictate things, you know what I'm saying? So when we see that happening, it's almost like a win within itself. And then we just be like, stay your course, which is what we do, you know what I'm saying? Because we have full confidence in ourselves and we have full confidence in the people that we work with until they show us otherwise. So if we can put the confidence in ourselves, if we can put the confidence in our fan base, and the confidence in the people that's working with us, you know, then we already know that we have a product that's great for the culture, that's great for the fans, that's great for the moment. You know what I'm saying? So there's no real reason to sit there and jump through hoops if you're confident in what's going on around you and the people that you're involved with. But at the same time, I would say, you know, there's always got to be a method to the madness. Like a whole rollout structure has to be calculated. And you mentioned like even me dropping interviews, etc. You know, I'm trying to like keep it under the wraps a little bit, but it's kind of like apparent to everybody. I'm getting hit up by people about it. I try to be one of the biggest promoters on every RBE card. You know what I'm saying? Like I make that personal effort. You know what I'm saying? You will see me on every platform. You will see me on social media all day, every day. You will see me doing interviews with battlers. You will see me blogging more. The ARP activity, you know, becomes like one of the most consistent people outside when we're in the middle of a rollout. One of my best friends, my man Reem, he called me and he said, have you ever even considered outsourcing yourself to other platforms? When somebody says that to me, then I know that as a promoter, it's being picked up on that I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I take pride in that. And I think it's also a good precedence to set for even the people that I'm working with, because I don't want anybody to get the impression like, all right, the platform owner is just sitting on his ass, you know, while the battlers is outside promoting and trying to collect the bag. Because even though they're getting paid, you never know if somebody has that shallow mind. Like, if he ain't doing it, why the fuck should I? You know what I'm saying? So I fully believe in the concept of implement yourself in your own success. Be a part of your own success. I fully believe in that. You know what I'm saying? That means that if you're a part of an equation, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you max out, all pun intended, your efforts as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shameless plug.
Yeah, don't allow yourself to be carried by other entities around you. Even if you feel like, all right, there go Cassidy. Like, I'll speak for myself. There go Cassidy. There go Hitman. You already know this event is about to be packed. You already know people's going to be on the stream. I don't give a fuck, though. Like, I'm out here, too. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of your own success in anything you're involved in. So, that's what it's about. And the whole rollout tactic and trying to stay to your guns, you know, it's just a confidence thing and trying to stick to your own rollout plans and marketing. So it worked out.
I definitely agree. And like I said, I definitely want to applaud you upon that. Now, I guess my next question would be, because you're supposed to be the small league, do you feel that there are other leagues that are directly shooting at you or directly stopping some of your success or trying to stop some of your success?
I mean, that's part of the game, and it doesn't just happen with RBE. I've had conversations with many league owners over the year, whether it be shout out to my homegirl Miss Grace in Guerrilla Warfare, shout out to L Wisdom and Arsenal over at UW, shout out to John at Bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can keep going. Like, I done had conversation with league owners and battlers and bloggers over the years. And behind the scenes, we all know that there's a lot of stuff that happens, you know, politic-wise, monopoly-wise, or just overall efforts to, you know, try to be number one or try to stunt the next person's growth or the next platform's looks or whatever. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Android doesn't want to see iPhone come up or Apple come up. You know, Pepsi wants Coca-Cola to go out of business. You know what I'm saying? BMW ain't gonna, you know, do anything to help Mercedes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
It comes with the territory. I say that, like I said in a recent interview, like, I feel like there's good competition and there's bad competition. Bad competition is basically subjective. It comes down to what you believe in as a person or as a business, what you need to do to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so good competition example of that to me is like, all right, you got all these different platforms in the culture Everybody's trying to be the best. Everybody's trying to be successful. Everybody's trying to have a sold out event. And everybody's trying to have the best battles. That means that the fans end up with classics. They end up with matchups that they wouldn't end up with otherwise. Or another good competition could be like, all right, URL does a tournament, puts up 25 grand. Then King of the Dot comes and they do a promotion, the biggest pot ever. They put up 50 grand. The URL comes back, they do a tournament for 100 grand. Good competition. You know what I'm saying? It's competition because that's why they promote things as such. Like, oh, we have the biggest bag ever. That's good competition. Once again, when I say bad competition being subjective, it once again comes down to the person and what you're willing to do to be number one, to remain number one, to get a battler on your platform, to make $1. That's where your thresholds come in as a man or as a company of what you're willing to do or how you're willing to be as a person, you know, how you're willing to conduct yourself within your own karma or your own energy or your own politics. That's where, you know, the fans can make their own decisions and we make ours and we just move accordingly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So as a league owner and a blogger, even though, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you were a blogger first. As a league owner and a blogger, you've done I think a very good job of remaining unbiased while at the same time covering all major platforms. How do you like just walk that fine line?
I'll give you the absolute answer to that. I believe everybody should have a filter, right? I think we're all intelligent and we all have been groomed to how to move as young men and young women to then grown men and grown women. We all develop filters. Here's an example of anybody that thinks they don't have a filter. You know, walk into a room, you know, full of your boys. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna talk a certain way. You're probably gonna be cursing and shit. Then walk into a room that got your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather. You're gonna talk the same? You probably won't. You know what I mean? Like even you walk into a bank, you might take your hoodie off. You know what I mean? Like, you don't walk into a bank with a, you know what I mean?
I might take a joker off for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk into a bank, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? You might take your mask and your hoodie, like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so we all have filters. In battle rap, as a blogger, my filter is to not talk about it at all. So an example that will be like, let's say I'm promoting fuck it, I don't know. Let me pick any battler. Ill Will. Okay, I got Ill Will coming up on a card, but 2 weeks before my card, he was on a different card and he clearly lost. Instead of cutting on the camera and trying to front and be like, I don't know, I think I got Ill Will actually winning that 130. That's fake. That's fronting. I'll lose my credibility. People will look at me like he's full of shit. So instead of doing that, my filter is don't blog on it at all. Another example would be like if it's somebody I fuck with and they got something going on and maybe I have an opinion towards it, but maybe it's something that I feel like if I speak on could add on to maybe an issue that they're having, I won't blog on it at all. It's a lot of controversial things that happen with people that I fuck with and I stay away from the topic because I just be like, if I speak on that, I might add to that person's issue right now. Okay. That's my filter. So just understand that when you have a filter, which is don't speak on it at all, if you feel a certain way that might impact somebody, then best believe that if I do cut a camera on, I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to be completely honest and completely unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my filter. Just don't speak on it at all if you feel like you can't keep it 1,000. I mean, I'm not going to beat people up out of respect, but you might still see me recap a battle and say like, yo, I fuck with this person, but he lost 2-1. Now, I think people could respect that. I always say it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you just get done with literally the biggest battle of 2021.
Yeah, crazy.
You get Cassidy. What's next? Like, it's only
I hate that. I hate that. I fucking hate that right there. What you just said, we deal with that. No, I'm not mad at it, but I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you the first time RBE's reputation took a jump up, and we've been dealing with the pros and cons of it ever since. When we first came in the game, we was a platform, and you know, we had mixed of up and coming guys, established guys. We was making some of them clash, and then we jumped on the idea of a full promotion called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, where we took like notable vets and top tier guys, and we mixed them in with up and comers, and we didn't give a fuck. We promoted entire cards like that, entire series like that. I think we're up to Blood, Sweat, and Tears 7. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of our first real niche and lane and what we were known for doing. You know what I'm saying? And we were sprinkling a bunch of other creative ideas along the way as well. Things like validation, things like the Starting Five event where we had team versus team, team Hami versus Right or Block, little other things that we would do along the way. Fast forward, we got to a card called Pearly Gates. Pearly Gates had Ill Will versus Daylight. It had JC versus Ill Mac. It had Old Red versus Big K. And it had some other fire on there. When we got to that card, the bloggers, the media, and the fans for the first time reacted saying, oh, RBE is able to put on top tier full cards. You know what I'm saying? And then from that point on, it was like a different expectation for RBE. It was a gift and a curse. It was a gift and a curse, where it's like, all right, we come to you for the biggest stuff. We're going to actually allow you to be successful and give you the eyes of bigger cards and bigger moments. But then what happens when we say we want to do these mid-tier battles, or we want to do these up-and-coming guys? They don't want to support it as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? So they pushed us up a notch, but it made us adjust business-wise, and it made us adjust to the climate. And then a lot of those guys' profiles still continue to build with us, which is why you was able to keep seeing a Jay Murder, keep seeing a show off, keep seeing a Rosenberg Raw along the way as we grew as well. You know what I'm saying? But that was the moment where we jumped up, and you know, we get to a Murder Move, we get to after that a Jay Mills, we get to that a Hollow after that, we get after that a Hitman and Bill Collector, after King Los along the way, all of this shit, 40 Cal, you know, come back. And it's like, I get it. You know, there's big expectations for RBE. And it's just a gift and a curse. It means that they look to us and they depend on us for big things and big moments in the culture, which I love as part of our legacy now. You know what I'm saying? It means that we're doing big things. But geez, man, if I turn around tomorrow and I say, like, we about to do like a mid-tier main event, they're going to trash us. You know, and that sucks because it's supposed to be quality over, you know, names and everything like that. But I do understand the politics and the business, and the market will still push a certain demand, and you have to adapt to it. So it is what it is. So to answer all of that, I just want to go on a history run. You know, to answer your question now after the history run of what's next, to be continued.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask
Eminem debut. You know what I'm saying?
hey, don't say that. Don't say that. We are recording. They will hold you to it.
Yo, it's crazy. I didn't really jokingly said shit like that before and had blogs and tweets pop up. I'm like, damn, y'all didn't understand like the irony or the sarcasm or the joke in that when I said we about to do the Drake and the Pusha or some shit. Like, people actually, you gotta be careful with the internet, because you got some intelligent people out there, but you got a lot of people that's just flighty. Like, you say something, or even if you don't say it, they just run off on something that's just incorrect. You know, it's the internet. It is what it is.
No, absolutely, absolutely. So I got a couple more questions before you get out of here, because I know you got a busy schedule.
I got you.
So Cassidy, man, obviously he's gonna be back.
Don't leave none of your questions out, neither. I don't want you to feel rushed. You know what I'm saying? Any questions that you got, let's get them done. Let's get them done.
Okay.
I got you.
Cassidy and Briz Rothstein, man. Let's just cut this shit. Cassidy and Briz Rothstein.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the biggest battle on RBE. To me, currently right now.
Cass and Briz?
Cass versus Briz. For me.
I think people's talking more about Briz and Hitman.
I understand.
Cass and Briz? I like the battle. I'm just saying, I see more people talking about, even Hitman was on your platform saying, if I come back, it's probably going to be Briz. I'm just saying, I haven't heard Cass and Briz too much until you said just now, to be honest. But I fuck with it.
This is a personal battle for me. One, because I want to get to the Briz and Hitman. I want to get to the Briz and Hitman, but we just can't have Briz just, you know what I'm saying? He been sitting on the sideline for a little bit. He just can't jump into that's a deep water. That's a deep waters over there, just coming out the gate battling the Hitman. But I think, you again, getting that draw, gaining that momentum, Cassidy versus Briz on the return. Why not?
You want to know what's so crazy about what you just said? I think one thing that people are learning more and more with these big rollouts and these big promotions and these big marketing angles and shit is that Deep Waters isn't just the stage.
No,
Deep
it's more
Waters,
than
Deep Waters, I say all the time, there's 3 battles. There's the lead-in, there's the on the stage, and there's the aftermath. Some battlers fight all 3. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say Deep Waters is just the stage. Like you say somebody like Cassidy. Cassidy is a guy that you have to be very, very strong. You have to have a following. You have to have thick skin. You have to be a good talker. You have to be a good arguer, all that type of stuff. Like that's a deep water. Don't just think about just the stage because, you know, you think that you bring a Briz back and think that, all right, this ain't deep water. But what happens if Cassidy starts talking wild shit at Briz that pisses him off? He got to have the skin to deal with that. That's deep water. You know what I'm saying? He might make you fly off the fucking hinge. So, so Cassidy ain't in no aspect of battle rap is Cassidy shallow water. All right. So you sign a contract for Cassidy, you're gonna deal with a lot. You're gonna deal with face-off shit, the way he talks about you in interviews, the way he posts about you on his Instagram, the way he talks to you on stage, and the way he talks shit when the battle is over. That's all deep water. So, not everybody is built to jump in that pool right there. So
no, that's a fact. Cassidy, when it comes to face offs, I do believe Cassidy, he has that face, he has that voice, that nonchalant just kind of persona about him.
Yeah.
He's very slick talking.
But you want to know what's crazy? It's not just face off. I think his face offs is one of the highlights. But like look at like his 15 Minutes of Fame interview after the face off. It's probably almost 1 million views right now. That 15 Minutes of Fame interview. It's got to be at least 800 something last time I looked. That you have to fight. Just that interview, because one thing about narratives before and after battles, one thing that I think this card shows people or reminds people is that narratives can impact even how you judge a battle or how you predict a battle going in. Absolutely. You can want this person winning or think this person's going to win from announcement, and then a narrative could shift, and then all of a sudden you hate this person, or you know what I'm saying? Or now you think this person's going to win, or a battle could be over. And a narrative could come out and you could say, you want to know what? I'm judging the battle now differently because of this new thing that I'm seeing. Like this person is speaking about something that he did in his 3rd round that I didn't catch. It's all war tactics. It's all war tactics. You know what I'm saying? That you got to fight through. So you got to be careful, man. It's not just the face off. That if somebody got a strong voice out there and big interviews and a big following, be careful. You could lose a battle before it starts. It's crazy.
Absolutely. So let's talk about that third part of the deep water. You being a league owner, Hitman Holla after the battle, no interviews. Then all of a sudden he says he's gonna do 1 interview, and he says he's gonna do it with me. As a league owner, let's just be honest. As a league owner, when you see that flyer, when you see that notification, what do you think?
When is the shit going down? I got what's the date and the time? That's the first thought. Like, let me make sure I'm reading the flyer correctly. Wait, all right, Tuesday, 8 o'clock. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's once again, you got to be careful of the decisions you make before the battle, during the battle, and after the battle. And Cassidy plays his game and Hitman plays his game. And then there's even another game that might be played. I'm not sure if they're going to fully intertwine into it, but when the battle drops, you might see them two come outside again. You never know. You never know. You might see them guys start interviewing and tweeting and talking their shit and pointing things out. Like, look what I said in this round. And look what I did in that round. You know what I'm saying? You might, but, you know, I will say that about Holla, that going in, he said that that's what he was going to do. I will credit him for that. It's not that the battle was over and then it was all this stuff all over the place, narratives, talk, quick tweets and all that type of shit. And then Holla just said, you know what, let me put my Twitter down. You know, if you pay attention, he was saying before the battle, like one of the reasons, like he's really outside, he did, you know, the top tier diss song and all that shit. It's because he had a battle coming up. And even before the battle went down, he said, when this battle's over, I might do 1 interview. He didn't even know who he was going to do it with. He said, I might interview, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going about my business because I already be feeling certain energies when I'm outside anyway. This was before the face-off, he was saying that. You know what I mean? So I will give Holla that credit. And he followed his own plan. And even that, you got to have thick skin for, because I know at his level on his Twitter, he's got to be getting a million ads. And he got enough skin to just say, I'm going to just chill. I'm going to do my one interview, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to wait till the battle drop. And then I'm going to come back outside again, maybe. So he's got his own thing. Cassidy got his own decisions. Like battle's over. Where's the cameras at? I got some people to talk to. I got some things I need to address. You know what I'm saying? It's all, everybody got their ways. You know what I'm saying? It's a war. It's a fucking war. And I think all of that really just culminates and shows how big the moment is. This is literally showing in black and white numbers that this is one of the biggest battle rap moments ever. I don't have to say the biggest. I don't have to try to go pull up this and pull up that. I don't want to do that. But there's no escaping the fact that this is one of the biggest battle rap moments ever. Didn't know it was going to add up to that. Could have maybe guessed. I'm not shocked. But it exceeded all expectations and then some. It's crazy. Like, I got people that own channels that tell me that their views are breaking records for the month. Like, Hip Hop is Real. Knowledge called me, told me. We're talking about they went trending separately 5 different times during the course of the promo. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a 1-point-something million view VOD trailer. You're talking about a 2.6 million face-off. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about people putting up million view interviews. It's just crazy what these two guys have done and continue to do. It's wild, man. It's wild.
That's a fact. I mean, I can't even lie. Like, when Hitman said he was gonna do the interview with me, I was like, what?
But you did a great job, because, you know, people are starting to learn a little bit more of who you are. But when you're a new guy, they treat you like you don't have any skills at all. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, wait, are you going to be able to manage this Hitman interview the right way? Like, we need to hear from Hitman. This is a golden moment. Are you going to fuck this up? You know
and that's what it felt like. Piper was on the vlog, like, telling everybody that he was going to be, that the interview was going to be on my channel. And it pretty much like, don't fuck this up for the culture. Like, it's right.
Well, no, I've been there before. I've been there when we had Mook coming back after being gone for 4 years. That's one of the reasons why we kept it in Club Drama, a place that only holds like 250 people, 300 people, is because we was like, the formula that we've been using to produce good battles, this has to be in a similar formula, because if this battle is bad, like, normally when a battle is bad, it just goes to the battlers. You know what I'm saying? Normally. But in that situation, Murder Mook, with who people call the logo of battle rap, returning after 4 years, RBE, you better handle this the right way. And this is why we even have battle rappers. Like, it's like going on Champion and dissing us and getting at us and everything. Like, yo, you better, this card is supposed to have these battlers on it. They're damn near telling us how to construct the card after being here for fucking 6.5, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So people look at you at certain moments and they have raised expectations of you, because they're like, yo, you got gold and we want to see you carry it the right way. But what people need to remember is, like, this is your platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're going to be who you're going to be. So even if that interview ain't what everybody wants, it's what you produce. And that's what you got to continue to do over the years. And that's what you can never forget. Be Mr. Temp. You know what I'm saying? Stick to being you, because that means that people could come to you and get something different than they get from other people. That's what's important.
No, absolutely. It's a lot easier being me than being somebody else. That's
1,000%. 1,000%.
I do got a question in the comment section that I want to get to.
Let's get it.
She said, as a league owner, do you think battlers need to have management, or do you prefer to deal directly with battlers to book a battle?
I think I've dealt with 2 managers over the years, only 2. Battle rap as a culture doesn't really need management, just at a business level, because to a degree, it's pretty straightforward, simplistic business. The business gets fucked up due to unprofessionalism. You know what I'm saying? But battle rap as a culture and as a business is pretty straightforward. So you don't need, I don't have a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot going on. I got just as much that I need to do in battle rap as far as like coordinating interviews, coordinating blogs, coordinating events, dealing with battlers, speaking to people. I have just as much going on as the next man, but I'm not gonna have a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, you DM me, I'm there, right? That's how we set this up. You didn't have to speak to somebody else. Like, let me see if ARP really wants to do this. Let me send you a list of questions that ARP don't want you to ask. You know, this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need a manager in battle rap. That's not to say that some people shouldn't have them. The reason why certain people should have them is because certain people really just aren't good or efficient in time management or business management on their own. Like, they may need somebody that's a little bit more sharper, you know, on top of things. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't even want to come off like if you have a manager, you're stupid. Like, this, it's not that. Sometimes you could just have so much going on that maybe it helps you, you know, protect your brand if somebody else is being on top of things that maybe you don't pay that much attention to. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
So, yeah, so as a battle rap business, the ceiling isn't so high that every battle rap and league owner should have a manager to go through. No, but I think you should have one if you're not able to stay on top of your shit and be sharp. So that's person to person.
Okay. So ARP, when y'all come into the Midwest, man, it's some battle rap cities.
Man.
It's some battle rap cities that would love to see you. I would love to pull up to an event, man. I don't feel like I always got to go to the East Coast or the West Coast to see RBE, man. When y'all gonna come to the Midwest? It's nice here, man.
You know, it's crazy. So a lot of people know myself from RBE. A lot of people know Shata from RBE, the co-owner. A lot of people know Lawrence, official partner from RBE, and they're getting familiar now with our newest partner. He's been with us for about 2 years, but our newest partner, Ent. Ent is from Chicago. And got a lot of friends. Yeah, he grew up in Chicago. A lot of friends and family in Chicago. I'm pretty sure that if we went out Midwest, we have to, you know, tap in with Ant and be like, yo, what's good? You know, who should we talk to out there? Or what type of venue should we be? What area should we be in? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a good turnout spot, whatever. So we got somebody that got friends and family over there where we can tap into. But people ask us all the time to move around. I get DMs and blogs and all types of stuff. Come to the UK, come to Africa, you know what I'm saying? Come to Cali. Even, you know, battlers like Disaster. He'll burn down my phone at times like, yo, the event got to be in Cali. You got to come to Cali. You got to fuck with me in Cali. I'm going to do this with you in Cali, et cetera, et cetera. So we got a lot of opportunities to move around. It comes down to RBE's comfort. It comes down to RBE's business. Most of us, with the exception of Lawrence, I mean, like, we're all, for the most part, New Yorkers, born and raised in New York. It's the mecca of hip hop, no disrespect to anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just where we were born and raised. And we came up in Dron, you know what I'm saying? And then we migrated to the South with business and comfortability, took over, and good weather. Don't have to worry about events getting snowed out in January and February and shit.
Oh my God.
Everything worked out, you know what I'm saying? And we like to stick to stability. I was even saying something like that similar when it comes to working with battlers. Like, that's how we are. We like stability. You know what I mean? But, you know, Lawrence want to get us over to Houston. You know, Lawrence is a Dallas nigga. I mean, like, he want to get us to Houston. Ant might want us to get to Chicago. You might want us to get somewhere else in the Midwest. Diz might want me to come to Cali. Shotty, somebody might want me to come to UK. You know what I mean? So it's a long list of places that I think we'd be welcome. I just don't want to step out there and act like, yeah, we coming to all these places when, you know, we just trying to make sure that the business and everything lines up. And right now we just are where we are. You know what I mean? But salute to everybody that would fuck with RBE and host us coming through.
No, that's a fact. So let me kind of ask you a question. A hypothetical scenario.
Yeah.
You get one battle to make, no limitations. You can, everybody up for grabs. You can have a battle anywhere you want to. Who are you booking? What? Why is it where it's at and why?
One battle, no limitations, and where's it gonna be and why? One person that'll probably be in it is Royce the 5'9". Royce is one of my favorite rappers, personal favorite rappers of all time. Who his opponent would be, I'd have to go to a pen guy, and it could be Daylight. It could be Daylight. And what's so crazy is that me and Daylight even talked about that before, that possibility. But a battle like Royce the 5'9" versus Daylight, and where it would be, I mean, you got one guy from the mid, another guy from what? Maybe I'll put it in New York just because I'm a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll put it in New York. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But yeah, something like that. That's just like a personal. You know what I mean? Like seeing Royce do
No,
it
that's
in modern day battle rap against another guy that's in the game and has like one of the best pens of all time. Something like that, I think, would just be crazy for me to just watch unfold as a fan.
no, absolutely, absolutely. No, that's a super dope matchup. I like that matchup. Speaking of Daylight, he supposedly has this battle with Lux coming up, allegedly.
That's dope. That's dope if he does. Real talk. Hey, don't say it like maybe RBE. I don't I don't got a
You know what I'm
contract.
saying? Maybe allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
I don't got it contracted. If that battle is on the way, man, I can't wait. You know, I will be tuned in. If I gotta pay for it, I'm gonna pay for it. If it's gonna be on stream for free, if I gotta wait for it to drop on YouTube or something like that, I want to see it. It's a mega match. It's a mega match. I think if it's gonna happen, it should happen soon because Daylight hasn't battled, and that rarely happens. Normally, you see battlers, they just continue to stay in some type of cycle where a mega match that fans are looking at can possibly be hurt. And I think Daylight not battling ever since the Rock battle is great for that matchup. And even Lux's last one was what, Surf?
Yeah.
And Lux being, you know, away from battling, and he normally doesn't battle that much anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think the timing of it is good. I think it's really one of the only matchups out there that can be talked about so much yet not devalued at the same time. A lot of other battles, you know, talk about them for a year, people just gonna be like, I'm used to, we heard about it already, whatever. But Daylight and Lux shouldn't lose its value. They're gonna have a high expectation to live up to. People are gonna expect a classic or a great battle for those two guys. So yeah, I hope it does go down. I really do. RBE doesn't have anything on the table for it. That doesn't mean we wouldn't be interested in doing it. I mean, I haven't tried to engage that battle in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Lux or Daylight called my phone and said, yo, let's chop, RBE would do so, but we're not pressing for it. I'm just waiting for it to happen as a fan, to be honest.
Okay.
So I wrote up.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey man, we are here live with ARP, man, co-owner of RBE. And I want you to kind of shed a light on the other owners, the people that are more behind the scenes. And give them a lot of love and a lot of opportunity. Just kind of shed some light on them because I know Lawrence, he tagged me in your article today. So shout out to Lawrence, man.
Shout out to Lawrence.
Definitely had to screenshot that's going up on my Battle Rap Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So I'll break down everybody that's, you know, the primary team, and even where you could try to find them. So if you see the Rare Breed Ent Twitter, that's Shata. Okay. That's Shata. Shata is the co-owner. Shata is my blood brother. So from RIP, me and Shata started Rare Breed Entertainment. It was our inception. It was our idea to create. We started it just us two, just our money going in initially and saying, all right, let's kick off this first event called New Year Order. That was with the headline of Rosenberg Royal versus Sway Sever was, you know what I'm saying? So that's what me and Shata just said. This is what we want to do, Rare Breed Entertainment. Shortly after, Lawrence came on board. We met Lawrence. Lawrence actually is somebody that came to the event just to support. You know what I mean? And somewhere by like the second or the third card, Lawrence reached out to us, you know, putting like business on the table and asking us how he can get involved. And we entertained it, you know what I'm saying? And we felt him out. We did, you know, little exchanges, you know what I'm saying? We did some homework on each other. And then we kind of started to rock, like, you know, on a surface level, like, all right, let's see how we mesh a little bit. And then that turned into an all-out full partnership. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, nah, Lawrence, you're part of the team. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we've been rocking like that ever since. So the thing about like Shata's role, Shata is my second. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the face of RBE. I'm the spokesperson of RBE. I'm the co-owner of RBE, and Shaka plays my second. That's my general. You know what I'm saying? Shaka is a guy that basically he knows everything that's happening in Rare Breed Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? If I want to do Hitman versus Cassidy, and that's my idea, I still call Shaka and be like, yo, I want to do Hitman versus Cassidy. And if it's not going to happen, one of us got to have a strong argument against it, because what we try to do is say nothing major happens within RBE without both of our cosigns. You know what I'm saying? So I might go out and say, yo, I just want to give you a quick update. I locked in Ill Will versus A-Boy. He might, I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, A bet. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that can happen. But if I'm going to go lock in, you know, $1 million main event, you know, that got ran past Shaka and ARP. I mean, that's how it goes. Lawrence does a lot of things behind the scenes, business, time, and coordination wise, that really helps these events be successful. But I think in the public, what he's most known for is running the 1SK battles. He's the one that totally books those. He totally sets those matchups up. He's the one that decides who's going to co-host or host those battles. You know, for example, you see the homegirl Winged up there, whatever. You know, that's somebody that's working with Lawrence at that time. And shout out to my homegirl Wing supporting. But Lawrence does a lot. And one of the things, like I said, he's really known for is the 1SKs. Now Ent is he's more of an off-camera coordinating / business guy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to do the battle rap matchup stuff. He doesn't want to try to say, like, you know what, I think we should do Chilla Jones versus Daylight rematch. Like, that's not Ent. I mean, Ent don't want to do that. What Ent wants to do is come in and say, like, I want us to use the Believe Music Hall for this event. And that was his decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I had things on the table, Shaka had things on the table, and it was like, this is what I want us to do. And then we went with his idea, and it ended up being in the perfect space that has big ass LED screen that we put the RBE logo on. It's got balconies in it, crazy ambiance and shit. That's all Ent. You know what I'm saying? Ent does bring battle rap related ideas to the table, but he likes to be a business coordinated efforts type of person. So he's turning into like just a great partner for RBE, because he's somebody that I can trust to like just go off and accomplish big tasks. And that's what you need from partners within a working environment like that. I need to be able to say, Shaka, go ahead and speak to this sponsor over there and see if there's something in the works. I need to be able for me to go off and run and speak with Cassidy and Hitman and get them situated as a big business deal. I need to be able to say, yo, Lawrence, you know, just make sure that the whole card is in Atlanta on April 3rd. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to say, yo, Ent, on April 3rd, just make sure we have a venue that's going to fit this situation. You know what I'm saying? And they asked the same of me. You know what I mean? So the four of us kind of are the heads of it. Now we got friends and family that come into the equation and help. Like, I got my man Reem that just called me today with some shit he wants to put on the table. I got other people like my man Rod that you might see him on stage and brawl footage holding us down and shit. These are people that we grew up with that come into the equation and hold down RBE and help RBE. But on the business side and like on the real company side, it's really those four people that people need to be familiar with. The battlers and the fans will interact with on some level, those four people.
Okay. So that's, I mean, you're living your creed when you say brick by brick. You're really like taking the time to and taking the methodical effort to precisely put these certain people in the certain roles, give them certain and believe in them. And that the biggest thing that you're talking about right now is trust.
Yeah,
that's hard to do in this triple ass culture of battle rap. Is trust somebody.
It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you don't want to be the person that can't take the good with the bad. Yeah, you know what I mean, like you don't want to be no disrespect, ladies. Don't kill me. Okay. You know, I'm just stereotyping using like a term. Yeah, don't kill me, my ladies out there. But you know how like the scorned woman terminology. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like, man, I worked with 500 battlers that, you know, put on these showings on our stage, and then get over here and this one person does some fuck shit, and then you be like, damn, all of this shit over here is fucked up. Like, no, like just isolate that person to what he is and who he is, or what she is and what she's about, and continue to keep it moving and continue to learn and build, you know what I mean, and continue to try to stay on your path as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, it's a very unprofessional environment. I'm unprofessional at times too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you know, like you gotta be confident and you gotta put trust in people. Not only that I feel like have earned it over time, but you can't be so paranoid not to give yourself and other people opportunities to get the work done. Because this is still a working business environment. If you're gonna carry that type of paranoia, then how you ever gonna take a chance to say, you wanna know what, Cassidy, we never broke bread together, but I'm about to put this whole big shit in your hands. Like I don't have to say about Hitman because I worked with Hitman before in the bill collector battle. But when you bring that other side into the equation, I gotta have some trust in Cassidy, even though I never worked with him before. You know what I'm saying? And he's responsible for a big portion of the success, the same way Hitman is. So you can't be that paranoid. And then you got contracts, legals, and legalities, and lawyers to back you up just in case. You know what I'm saying? It all comes with the territory, man. You know what I'm saying? We just are here trying to work like everybody else. That's all.
No, that's what's up, man. I really only got one last question. I'll let you get up out of here, man. And
I got you, guy.
Can we just talk about women battle rap and RBE and just like some of the names you want to bring back and you want to see, some of your personal favorites?
Number one is always gonna be QB. QB, my nigga, man. We got so much work in together. We looked at her like an RBE shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like she put in so much pain on RBE. She always brings her A game. She promotes. Behind the scenes, me and QB be getting at each other like brother and sister.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We get on the phone, we talk our shit, we get at each other and all types of shit. You know, I really, really fuck with QB. That's my nigga, man. There's other ladies that really put down pain over here, and I have total respect for them and appreciation for them. And we work together. It's been professional. They put on shows for us. People like Shuni. Shout out to Shuni the rapper. She's had some great performances over here. Shout out to Farrah. For a time, Farrah and Charlie Clips were the highest viewed battle on our channel. Like it's crazy. Like you just never know. Like we came with that ladies and gents concept, and we came out with a killer battle like that. You know what I mean? It's not the only good battle from the card, but they swept the channel. You know what I'm saying? And until Bill Collector and Hitman just heated back up during our Max Out promo run, Clips and Farrah had the highest viewed battle on the channel. So it's like Farrah, you was part of that. I mean, so I can't wait to see Farrah back. I said Shuni already. Shout out to Bonnie. Bonnie was, I think that was our first card. I think New Year Order when she battled Duchess was our first card. So Bonnie was also on our first card. Bonnie was also in half of a battle that a lot of people asked for. A lot of people was asking for Aver to battle a female at that time. You know what I'm saying? And we put together Aver versus Bonnie. So she gave us, you know, the opportunity to kind of make a piece of battle rap history. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to Bonnie. There's a couple. Shout out to C3. C3, she put in pain over here before. Shout out to Miss Miami. I always liked Miss Miami's style. There's a bunch of ladies that shout out to Yoshi. Yoshi had a classic 1SK over here. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of ladies that came over here and put in great work for us, and we fuck with. So yeah, I want to try to keep that trend going a little bit more. I know we've been slipping on having some ladies over, but we did just do that whole ladies and gents card. Yeah, I mean, definitely was putting on. I mean, I want to see E Heart back. E Heart did her thing. Mulatto Black, she put in work over here a lot. You know what I mean? So yeah, we fuck with the ladies, man. We just gotta, you know, do a larger job of getting them on some of these cards a little bit more. Real talk.
Okay. That's absolutely. You know, I got a daughter, man. So I'm fighting for the women. I'm fighting for the women right now.
So you see what's on my wrist, right?
Absolutely. And I see I think you had some pink Vapor Max on one.
Yeah, yeah. I do it to support the women and the families affected by that. And that's a lifelong thing. You know, I might get like this pink band tatted sooner or later, where if I ever forget it and leave it off, you know I mean, like I literally chose pink wristbands for a lot of our events because of that. So you could put on like a battle like Hitman versus Bill Collector. If you see that pink wristband on Bill Collector's wrist, that's because of me. I mean, like when these battlers come to the door and they get their wristbands for stage access, if you have a pink wristband, I chose that color for that reason. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I'm talking about supporting the ladies. I walk around life like that, and I leave it imprinted in RBE's legacy for lifelong eternity, forever, for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out and support to our women and our ladies out there, and of course all the families impacted. That's a life thing I'm gonna take to my grave.
Oh, that's a fact, man. Well, I cannot thank you enough, man. You even staying over the time that you said that you would be here, man. And I don't know. Look, I would be remiss if I didn't shout out Hitman Holla again, because I don't think, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't do last week, this week wouldn't make so much sense.
That ain't true. Fuck Holla. That ain't true. That
Hey,
ain't true.
Hey,
I do. Everybody, people know that I would have been on your joint sooner or later. Regardless, everybody know if I could just find the time, I'm a DM away for people even that I've never even heard of before. I heard of you, and I see you on Twitter, and obviously a lot of people have seen you prior to me getting on your platform. But I get on platforms at times where I'm getting on it for the first time. I'm even seeing the person, or never even seen them on Twitter, nothing. You know, as long as I can find a time, like that's been my thing over the years. People know that about me. So no, fuck Holla. Holla ain't the reason why I'm on your shit. All right, he got here before me. I give him that credit. Yeah, I give him that credit.
I definitely asked you though. I had definitely asked you before I even had any type of contact with Hitman. But this is what I will say to your point. The Mask on 2 event, real quick. I don't know if you remember this, but when you were promoting the Mask on 2 event, I think that was like one of my first times of kind of like really taking or analyzing a card for RBE. And you were adding certain, you know what I'm saying, certain bloggers, certain platforms. And I told you, I tweeted you.
You said let me finish it. This is how you know I fuck with people, right? Before Hitman was on your shit,
that's
fuck
fact.
Hitman, right?
That's
right. You said when ARP asked me, then I officially made it, some shit like that, right?
Yep.
And then my promo runs, I said, say no more, humble nigga. I started adding you to our promo run because I see that you was a blogger out there on the come up, and you were showing me like, yo, AR, I'm out here, like I support. I'm doing my thing. I'm who I am. And I said, say no more. It doesn't matter whether you have 100,000 subscribers or not. I started putting you on my joint every time I release a new video. And now you're on my joint always. It's like all the other known bloggers that I rock with. I put you on my joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
bro.
You know, we was going to rock regardless. You know what I'm saying? We was definitely going to rock regardless. And that's one thing that I always try to do. I try to return the favors, and I try to show people it's not about how big you are. You know what I mean? Like, same way I don't want people to treat me like that. You don't have to have 200,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers for people to get on your channel. When you see that somebody support what you got going on, fuck with them. You know, like even this shirt, somebody gave this to me. I just happened to be wearing this today. Somebody gave me this at the press conference. It's my first time meeting dude. He made it for the event. You know what I'm saying? He put my name on the back and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now I wear it around my house with pride. You know what I mean? Like, I never met homie before. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, he's got some big channel that's able to help me promote or sell streams or tickets. You know what I'm saying? But he showed up to the event, showed me love. I did the same thing with the homies from M3S3. You know what I mean? Like, I said, send me the white joint after he gave me the black joint in person. I said, send me the white joint. He said, yo, take a picture with you wearing it for me. I said, I'll do you one better. I popped up on the whole event rocking it. And I got my own brand, Rare Breed Ent shit, just to show love. He didn't even know I was going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I think, how the culture should be. And I think pieces of that will be left behind in our legacy that people will always remember about myself and Rare Breed Entertainment. And that's what I appreciate.
No, that's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. This is ARP, man, a man of high integrity, man, a visionary in battle rap. Definitely one of the people that I look up to the most, man, from the blogging aspect to the businessman to the battles that he's able to put on. It has been an honor and a pleasure talking to you, sir. I am sure we will talk again. And, you know what I'm saying? Send us out, man. ARP, send us out.
You already know, man. We just want to keep it brick by brick always, man. Y'all make sure y'all in tune with Mr. Temp. I mean, I always say his shit for short. I mean, I'm already trying to cool his name up and all that. I'm saying his name like he been here for 5 years. Hey, I mean, yo, Temp. I was like, yo, Temp, what up? What's good? Yeah, y'all know who it is when you hear ARP say, yo, Temp, what's good? But nah, tune into your boy. If you ain't subscribe, like and share the video. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a lot of content on the way. I'm gonna be on this platform constantly, whether we promoting or not. You know what I mean? Because it's always one hand wash the other, each one teach one. Appreciate you, homie. We here. I mean, it's gonna be brick by brick always. Salute everybody that's tuned in. You already know.
Hey, man, this is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And like always, we're just getting started.
Temp. All right, homie. I'm out.